existence so wild, disgusting and awful. Why are you all so miserable? Summoning demons, evil doings with no real reasons. Government officials practicing and sacrificing rituals. You deserve all the hell. Only time will tell.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I was having some technical difficulties. Do you know what I'm saying? But I fixed them. So. We are good now. All right. Mike's hooked up. I've missed you. I hope everything's going well. Don't worry, this isn't all Epstein. There's Gypsy Rose stuff in here too. But I really like talking about the important stuff too. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a lot going on in this world. I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for our soldiers. I'm praying for our leaders to make better decisions. I just want peace and love and all of that. So let's get started. I made this myself. I hope you enjoy.
Today is day 11 of reading the Epstein files every day until there's a major indictment, or I run out. Today is one email chain between John Brockman and Jeffrey Epstein. The file number for this one is EFTA 01756604. Subject, re, Thanksgiving news. From Jeffrey Epstein to John Brockman. You well? John Brockman responds with, better than well. Things are going well, but no Jeffrey. When am I going to see you? Give me a call tomorrow if you're bored. At home. And then a redacted phone number. Happy Hanukkah. JB. John Brockman. P.S. You missed the big event on Saturday. A party with a dozen beautiful East Side girls.
No.
Well, a dozen 1-year-olds.
That's just it, main chick. Like, I'm not about the politics part of it. Like, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is speaking out for the victims that suffered, that deserve to have this talked about, that deserve to have people take accountability for what they've done. These women and boys went through horrible. Hi, Nunya Baya. Thank you so much. You know what? I got to dye my hair. My regular hair, my grays are showing. So I thought I got this wig just to, it's like a synthetic, but I wear it better than Gypsy wears her $200, $2,000 wigs. So I'm just saying, I mean, this cost me $50 and gorge. Absolutely gorge. But if she would learn how to put a fucking wig on properly, she might actually look like decent, you know? But anyways, I digress. Let's get back to this. Thank you guys for being here, though, too. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get on the ball with scheduling my lives like I did today. I'm so happy I did that. And we are going to also have member live streams coming up. And also, guess what? Chris and I are doing a podcast. We have it all set up. We're recording that after this. So it's called the Horrifyingly Honest Podcast with Chris and I. So he calls himself Mental Mac. It's his thing. He's making a whole thing with that on his own YouTube channel. And then you get me, Baby Gal. And we're going to talk about the shiz, okay? And the dip, and even Amberlynn. Maybe. He hates her too. He really does. But let's go on.
Y'all, this message is for Nosferatu, aka Ellen DeGeneres.
Listen to this.
Ellen, what is going on with you, bitch? Like, I've heard some very disturbing things about you recently. About the eating the flesh and the babies. Are you eating people's kids? Like, what is going on? You hard ass looking bitch. Like, first of all, why are you aging like cornbread and buttermilk? And second of all, like, these rumors are like coming from everywhere, honey. And you know what they say, like when rumors, like one or two is like, you might not believe them, but well, honey, everywhere, there's got to be some truth in there, you demon. That's why you moved out of the country. Why did you move? Your hard ass face. Huh? You could probably hear me from here. The big ol' ass ears you got looking like car doors. Anyway, Ellen, we need answers.
We do, girl.
The fuck?
We do. We really, really do. It's crazy.
Can we talk about this video that Gypsy posted? So she posted a video of her or someone getting on a scale and the scale saying 108. And then she flips it to herself and she's modeling and doing all this and showing off her feeding tube, which is required, by the way, for her medical condition. I just want to throw that out there. Anyway, back to the scale video. So the description, the caption is where it really gets good. So she says, from a size large to an extra small. She said, I don't have an exercise routine. I don't limit my diet. I'm not on a GLP-1. I just am who I am. She literally said this in the description. I am not making that up.
Gosh. She's so obsessed
Okay,
with her
so
book.
how did you lose the weight, Gypsy? Because you got out of prison looking pretty thick. Is it?
I have a question, you guys. Did Gypsy Rose get her boobs done? Because, like, I was looking at a video, and I know it's none of my business, but, she's on the internet. I can talk about it. But she's doing this video. She's so small in stature, but her boobs look huge. Like, I don't know if she, like, made them that way with some kind of filter or whatever, but this girl that's so traumatized by all her medical abuse gets out of prison, gets her nose done, whatever. It's like, you are proving more and more with your actions what the truth really is. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even have to fucking come out and say anything. Yeah, that's true too, main chick. Yeah, I wonder if it's just her fixing it with the Photoshop or whatever. You know what I mean?
Immaculate weight loss? Like, are you the Virgin Mary of weight loss? It doesn't just melt away.
No.
And
I gained a lot
also, I have
back.
seen
So
inconsistencies between her body shape several times. So she is filtering and reshaping herself in these videos to make herself look smaller. And I don't even believe this is her right here getting on this scale.
Who would it be then? Some Randall?
Case of Jeffrey Epstein, a lot of people are wondering, what does Rh negative blood and 13 bloodlines have to do with the document release?
Listen to what she says about the Rh negative blood, because I have Rh negative blood. What did I do? Son of a bitch.
Of her or someone getting on a scale and the scale saying 108.
Just have to go over this one more time.
Then she flips it to herself and she's modeling and doing all this and showing off her feeding tube scar, which was required, by the way, for her medical condition. I just want to throw that out there. Anyway, back to the scale video. So the description, the caption is where it really gets good. So she says, from a size large to an extra small. She said, I don't have an exercise routine. I don't limit my diet. I'm not on a GLP-1. I just am who I am. She literally said this in the description. I am not making that up. Okay, so how did you lose the weight, Gypsy? Because you got out of prison looking pretty thick.
Pretty hefty.
Is it immaculate weight loss? Like, are you the Virgin Mary of weight loss? It doesn't just melt away. And also, I have seen inconsistencies between her body shape several times. So she is filtering and reshaping herself in these videos to make herself look smaller. And I don't even believe this is her right here getting on this scale.
Case of Jeffrey Epstein, a lot of people are wondering, what does Rh negative blood and 13 bloodlines have to do with the document release? In 1995, Fritz Springmeier released 2 books, Bloodlines of the Illuminati and 13 Top Illuminati Bloodlines. Robin de Ruyter also co-wrote another book with the same individual, Worldwide Evil and Misery, The Legacy of the 13 Bloodlines. If you're interested in reading the first book, it's on CIA.gov for free. So who are the 13 bloodlines? Could you be related to these people? Well, it's all about that last name. This is who they are in order from first to last. Astor, Bundy, Collins, DuPont, Freeman, Kennedy, Lee, Onassis, Rockefeller, Rothschild, Russell, Van Duyn, and the 13th most powerful, Merovingian. They are all related to different satanic houses, the 13th being over the satanic house of David. These bloodlines stem all the way back to Jesus Christ himself, but they all have the seed of Satan. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how would they have lineage back to Jesus, but the seed of Satan? Well, it's because something had to give them the seed of Satan. Now enters Nephilim, or Nephilim, or Anunnaki. And that's how we get all the way to Rh negative bloodlines. What would Rh negative bloodlines have to do with the lineage to Jesus Christ himself? This theory suggests that the people that are Rh negative that walk this earth, which by the way are primarily Caucasian with recessive genes, like red hair and green eyes, or blonde hair and blue eyes and fair skin, are all descendants of the Nephilim, which came down to earth, and they were evil and they were fallen angels. It was after the war in heaven, and they came down and they raped women and they created giants, and those giants went on to try to exterminate human life, and they were all born of evil. But the problem was they had bred with more humans, and this is where the Rh negative bloodline ties in, because some people, a lot of people, believe that Rh negative, instead of being a simple gene mutation among Caucasians who have less melanin and are literally from Mount Caucasus because of how cold and high elevation it is, they believe that the Rh negative bloodline implies that people are descendants of fallen angels, which is where you have the lineage to Jesus and the seed of Satan, meaning males. What do females have to do with it? Go read the story of Lilith. Another school of thought is that these people are reptilian and they can change their eyes and change their skin and they have to shed underground, and they're all part of a political and religious scheme that controls your mind and everything that ever happens. These theories have been popularized by the show Ancient Alien. This has nothing to do with white supremacy. Oh, fuck yes, it does. Having Rh negative blood makes you fancy and special. It's because you're a fallen angel, the OG colonizer. Only white people can have this.
Oh my God.
You understand why I said it's white supremacy now? And Nazi ideology? The problem isn't with the conspiracy theories themselves or the conspiracy theorists. Conspiracy theories and their formulations happen because there is a bad thing that has happened that is outside of anyone's control. It's hard for people to look at another human being and say, this person obviously did this. It's a lot easier for them to separate themselves from the actual reality, elevate their mind in some way, and blame it on the cosmos or some terrible thing that had happened thousands of years ago, and it's an alien race or reptilian, when really it's just people. People who were evil, people who were shitty, and people who are taking advantage of every system that was created and designed to keep a boot on your neck. There are a lot of conspiracy theories out there, but the ones that tie back to Jeffrey Epstein usually deal in things like this. And now the evidence is backing up the conspiracy theories over the fact that there were so many DNA tests. Why would that man need so many DNA tests? Let's take the Sultan, for example. The Sultan had over 30 DNA tests in the Epstein files. Why would this Sultan need over 30 DNA tests? Something was suddenly starting to happen with the people in his family where their hearts and their lungs weren't operating the way that they needed to. Eventually they found that his family carried a gene for, I don't remember the name of it, but basically there wasn't enough pressure between the heart and the lung. This caused them to have to go through hyperbaric therapy, or HBOT. And it was ordered by the doctor that they had this done once every 6 months and had oxygen therapy at home if needed. Jeffrey Epstein was obsessed with DNA. He was obsessed with the thoughts of eugenics, or at least the science that spread from eugenics.
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein was not a good person. He was a rapist. He was a child molester. He was a piece of shit. So of course people are going to use their imagination to fill in the blanks, but what's really
Have you guys, you guys know that his airplane was called the Lolita Express. There's a book and a movie called Lolita where it explains, and I think it's more of like the author trying to make people aware of what can go on with these weirdos, you know, but then you can also look at it and think that maybe he's saying that it's like romanticizing the situation. Either way, Jeffrey Epstein loved that book, and there's pictures in the Epstein files where Epstein wrote on the victims actual quotes from this said book. And again, the airplane's name is the Lolita Express, and a lot of the abuse happened on that airplane. It's crazy.
really important is keeping yourself tied to the facts. Because the fact of the matter is, evil men did evil things. It's not some other thing that did this. It's not aliens. It's not a god. It is man. And the more we stop addressing that, the more complacency we will give to other evil men and women. Now,
Come on.
all of these, but drop your comment down below. Epstein, I hope you have a beautiful day. Please,
honey, I know Gypsy Rose Alcida is somewhere so triggered. She wants to shave her head more. Friends, if you did not know, Gypsy Rose Alcida has been sending up a back signal to Ken Urker for the last 2 years, letting him know, hey dude, I want to get married. I want a ring on it. And well, to my knowledge, and from what I looked up, Ken Urker has yet to ask Gypsy Rose, will you marry me? Let me just say, it's pretty crazy. He was willing to break up a marriage, honey. He was willing to knock you up, but he ain't willing to put a ring on that shit. Not yet, anyway. But it does seem as though Gypsy Rose Alcida's main trigger, Mia Blanchard, is about to get a ring put on her finger soon. Which, by the way, congratulations.
Yep.
That's awesome. I hope y'all flourish. I hope you thrive. I hope you grow and glow really old together. Let's hope Gypsy Rose hasn't confiscated any of Mia's hair out of her freaking brush or some weird ish. Found a cow tongue and some other stuff and put it in a jar and buried it in the backyard and hopes you never find love because she's jealous. I ran out of breath on that one, but I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely Thursday morning. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think Gypsy's somewhere kicking and screaming at it? Just know, somewhere in a diary is a note. She had dad first. Now she's married first. I'm the oldest. It's supposed to be me. I don't know. I could just be bullshitting, you know. Been chugging and smoking. This is just all alleged. It's really not, but it's for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion. But she did it, honey. She did the shit. He didn't, though. He was like, I don't know about that.
The following video is for entertainment purposes only. Pay very close attention to all the details, and then come to your own conclusions. Take a look at this.
Stop.
Any questions? Any questions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And once again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Me and Ken get into this little debate all the time. I call it...
First, I just want to say shout out to Gypsy's toothbrush page for making this little compilation. I know you made it to point out how fake she is and how she lies and contradicts herself. But I noticed something different in this compilation. I noticed how every topic that she tries to bring up on here to relate.
Hang on, guys. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties again, bitch. Hang on. I'm frozen. Hang on. Look at me. Weird face, bitch.
A lot that her and Ken are always disagreeing and arguing and debating.
On GPS in her car, pretending like she did not. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard posted a video of her pretending like she is lost with her own GPS in her car, pretending like she did not know she was being recorded on her own phone. So is this a video of her trying to be relatable? Like, what are you doing? Okay. Then she goes on her story and she posts a little short clip of her real hair and compares herself to Bob Dylan, which I'm not going to lie, she actually looks like Bob Dylan, and I'll show you a picture of him as well in this video. And then there's another video that I'm not even going to show because who gives a... She showed that Christian Dior bag or whatever it was, I don't know, the luxury bag that everybody is saying is fake, and I'm not going to lie, it does look fake, but she goes on to try to prove that it's real.
It is.
Who cares? Gypsy, who cares? Why would you get on the internet to try to prove a point to all the people on the internet that your bag is real? Ma'am, is that what you're worried about in your head?
Exactly. Like,
we don't care. I don't care. Like, who gives a crap? You would have loved your mom, and you would have none of this if it wasn't for that.
Okay, bitch.
You know, you would have nothing. You would be the same girl, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, a nobody, a liar, etc. Anyway, let me show you the video of the car.
Cars. White privilege in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers and big cars choose Rain-X.
Correct me, God. I don't know where I'm
Georgia, she's got the ball in the palm of her hand, and she's a 90s country fan, like I am. Hey, I got you, I drive her anywhere from here to California. I got her, she's doing word by heart, didn't need no string.
Stop it,
California, maybe she from a boy from South Georgia.
It's not even a place.
Here to California, this song is over. I got a body, she
Oh my God.
North Carolina.
Okay, that was so fake. You could so tell. But here is the hair video.
Okay, y'all, this is the real hair.
You do look like
I look like Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
So Gypsy Rose Blanchard posted.
While everybody's focused on the, in quotations, war in Iran, there is an investigation that nobody is talking about right now, but I feel like everybody should be talking about it. They're probably not gonna like me for this video, so just save it just in case it gets taken down. As you can see, an extensive investigation based on declassified government documents and previously suppressed scientific research has uncovered compelling evidence that U.S. biological weapons programs contributed to the emergence of Lyme disease. The investigation reveals a pattern of concealment spanning 6 decades, including the systematic suppression of critical medical research and the release of nearly 300,000 radioactive ticks across Virginia to study how the disease-carrying insects would spread. This is crazy. Declassified documents and testimony from a CIA operative described the 1962 deployment of infected ticks against Cuban sugarcane workers as part of Operation Mongoose, the Kennedy administration's effort to destabilize Fidel Castro's regime. The operative, now in the 70s, told researchers that the strangest thing he ever did was drop infected ticks on Cuban sugarcane workers using C-123 transport aircraft flying nighttime missions, almost skimming the surface of the Caribbean to avoid Cuban radar. So I went back and I looked at every single time something like this happened, and I made some notes. We obviously already know about Operation Mongoose, but this one, Plum Island Animal Disease Center, right, under Army Chemical Corps, wanted to point that out. Conducted open-air tick experiments with containment failures. Test animals mingled with wild deer and birds, and deer from nearby Lyme, Connecticut swam to the island while birds fed on insects. Lyme, Connecticut is only 13 miles away and became the namesake epicenter in 1975. Under Project 112, okay, 1962 to 1974. The Pentagon.
Oops, I do.
Ran 134 bioweapons tests, plus hundreds more classified, investing $3 to $4 billion in building capacity to produce 100 million infected mosquitoes and 50 million fleas per month. The program, though, I want to point this out, was categorically denied by the military for nearly 50 years until 2000. So let's go back a little bit further, right? Operation Big Itch successfully dropped
How you doing? I'm sorry, real quick. Oh fuck!
70,000 tropical rat fleas.
Come on. All right, we're not going to do the whole big thing over here. We're going to move it to where we was. We was like right there.
And fair skin are all descendants of the Nephilim, which came down to
a little bit more
H-spot. And it was ordered by the doctor that they had this done.
A little bit more.
Fake she is and how she lies and contradicts herself. But I noticed something different.
Yeah. Most importantly, this one right here. How to make
for gold. They there for Pleiadium.
Okay, we're
they there for platinum. They there for cobalt. They there for the real shit, G. And they going back there, look at Kirkman fucking us up early. And this is, to me, this makes sense because this explains the Mandela effects. This explains some changes in the Bible. Because I ain't gonna lie, I lived my whole life, read the Bible many times. And I didn't till 2025 have I ever read that when Jesus got caught, there was a naked boy there. That's why I keep bringing it up. Because I know for sure that shit wasn't there before. You understand what I'm saying? So listen to me. What if we the Anunnaki right now? And we didn't went back there and found proto-humans and did what we do, smash them. Because if I went out there right now, if I was on that team, and me coming acting like I'm one of the,
come on, bro, for real.
And I, one of the daughters of Mexican as hell, yeah, she eat raw meat, but it is what it is. I'm doing that, motherfucker, G, and we gonna have a mighty man of old. I'm just saying, TikTok, I know what I just said. That was for entertainment purposes. Tell me what y'all think, though. Follow me for more. TikTok, this is a joke. A motherfucking joke. I'm just asking questions. I ain't teaching nothing. I'm not informing nobody. I ain't doing nothing. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you ban me, I'm suing you, bitch.
So Gypsy Rose posted this, and she put behind the scenes of a content creator. And she really should have labeled it behind the scenes of somebody convicted of murder trying to get you to forget about it. Additional to that, she posted this. This video montage where she is rating the products because she desperately wants a makeup collaboration, and baby, it's likely not happening because you forgot one important detail about how come you look the way you look on the internet, and that is filters. Because you really look like this. And one thing about makeup ads is if you get caught filtering your photos, you can get in trouble for it because it's considered deceptive practice or deceptive advertisement. So Gypsy, you got to give it up, baby. I don't think that the whole makeup thing is going to happen for you. As much as you may want it to happen, it's not gonna. Because again, you actually look like this without a filter. So hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna break it to you.
Ancestors to come, they would take the baby from the mother they impregnated, wrap the baby in rope, and then throw it into the swamp and let the baby scream, call the alligator until the alligator came and ate the baby. And they would either take the alligator and eat it, or they would just sit there and laugh and do it all over with another baby for funsies. Or did you see the part where they put a bunch of women in a room to breed more kids, and they would even have them sleep with their sons because boys come out with sperm no matter how old they are, and then they would laugh and call them motherfuckers, but they kept doing it because they needed more money. And then they would sell the children off for funds. Or the part where they said that they made sure that the moms were so messed up that they even strategically for generations made sure that their ancestors to come would be so mentally distraught and traumatized, and they would also interfere with things like purchasing homes, purchasing lands, and even mess with their careers and how much money they can make. Or how they strategically would harass them for like their generations and keep up with them and make sure that they just had a horrible experience. No, because that's what happened to enslaved African Americans. These are the ancestors of those cruel enslavers. They were all cruel, but these are their ancestors today. Nobody cares until the skin is white. The Epstein files are the reality of what enslavement was. It wasn't this cookie cutter, sugar coated BS that we see in movies. This is what happened to African Americans. Where is the same outrage from our government for us?
Right.
And I'm not taking away the severity of this from the survivors. But again, now y'all see it. And y'all are shocked. But also conveniently separating it from the experience of African Americans who still suffer from the hardships of enslavement to this day.
Is this a thing? The CIA released a brain code that cures pain. All you have to do is repeat the number in your mind, 55515, and it will work. And since this document has been released, so many people have come forward and say that this actually does work. Now, obviously, like, it doesn't cure, like, extreme pain. But, like, for example, my cat scratched me earlier today, and I was thinking it in my brain, and it worked. They also released to remember, if you're trying to, like, remember a part of your life experience, you can close your eyes and touch softly with the fingers of your right hand to the center of your forehead. And when you do this, you will recall and remember immediately what you were trying to remember. We also have a code for reducing emotional charge. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold your breath for a moment, and then think of the calming, cleansing color green. When you do this, exhale slowly, and the green energy will push all the excess harmful emotional charges down through your physical system and out through the soles of your feet. This daily tools document is really interesting. I really recommend taking a look at it. It's one of the more interesting documents that I feel like everybody can appreciate. It's not just like boring government stuff. Come over here for longer freaky videos. How and why is this a
Some people believe that Gypsy Rose manipulated Nick John unaliving her mother. Also that Nick willingly lied. But that is for you to decide. I cannot choose your opinion on that. But we all have our opinions, and I believe that Gypsy manipulated Nick into doing it.
I don't know what it is, my internet?
And Nick did some part, but I don't believe he did all of it, and here's why. Here's Gypsy in a wheelchair with a stuffed animal and kid-like clothing. She was lying at this time because she was not sick. She was a full-grown woman pretending to get attention. Yes, what Nick did was not right, but Nick had mental health issues, and Gypsy used that to manipulate him into doing what she needed done that nobody else would do for her. But I think Gypsy did the most gruesome parts as well, because there is too much evidence and too much proof to say that she only was sitting in the bathroom, right, covering her ears, but she manipulated this man here.
I don't believe that for a second.
Okay, she manipulated him. Regardless if he did it or not, she still told him, if you do not unalive my mom, I can't be with you. So that night, he walked up to that house and told Gypsy that he wanted to go a different route, and she wanted to do it. I mean, seriously, go back and look at the crime scene photos and the shit that Gypsy packed to go to Nick's house.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
strange items.
And we all know Gypsy had normal interaction with other humans.
Oh, man, check.
Like, this is Vision Con.
Oh, I appreciate that.
She had normal interaction with other men. She was a woman, not a child. She liked to act like a child because that's her fetish. Whatever happened in this room, in this house, that night of the crime, we will never know. We only know what was documented. Because Nick won't tell his full truth because he still defends Gypsy to this day. Gypsy won't tell her truth because she has so many lies. But if she keeps talking, the lies come out of her mouth. So do I believe that Nick willingly unalived Dee Dee Blanchard? No. I think he was manipulated. Because he even states that Gypsy's mom was really nice. After Dee Dee was unalived and Nick was with Gypsy after the crime for a couple of days,
Thank you so much.
Gypsy kept spilling the tea about her mom. And Nick thought that she was a good mother. And that he regretted the decision he chose with Gypsy.
Nuclear physicist Dr. John Newton. He discovered how to burn clean, free energy as opposed to oil. Days after this discovery, he died of arsenic poisoning. Dr. Don Wiley. He found the cure for HIV/AIDS. He mysteriously disappeared and later was found deceased. Dr. Mark A. Smith. He found a treatment for Alzheimer's. He passed away in a freak accident. This is Frank Suarez. He apparently found the cure for cancer. He mysteriously took his own life a couple of days later. I don't know, folks. This is suspicious, blowing my mind when I found out about it.
Miss Rose has been back in those comments over there on the YT. You know, she's got some new explanation, lies, whatever you want to call it. Paige asked her about the video that she sent Nick. She's explaining that she lied about the fact that she could feel her damn legs. She says, if you're asking about that specific video, I want to be very clear. Yes, I always knew I could walk, and I always admitted that. Pats on the back. What I was trying to explain in that conversation was that I never wanted to bring that topic up with my mother. I avoided confronting her because whenever I did, she used manipulation tactics against me. That's a lie, ma'am.
And not permanent. By the time I started getting my feeling,
I think Judy is scared of her.
I hadn't tried to walk then, but I was too young and I just kept to myself. And throughout the years, I tried to tell my mom a few times, and I guess I was just afraid of her not loving me as much as she does if I couldn't walk.
I don't know about y'all, but it sounds more like she was using manipulation tactics for her mother's love and attention, as well as outside attention. It caught me jumping on the bed when I was young. She had seen me move my legs. She even complained about me kicking her in my sleep when we shared a bed. She was aware I could walk.
And so I just kept to myself for a long time until 2011 when I sort of started rebelling as a teenager and ran away from home.
And she said she kept it a secret till 2011. It continues. When someone is living Munchausen by proxy dynamics, been on that podcast, honey, with Andrea, is educated now, honey, can exist in a state of denial. In my view, she was mentally aware on some level, but emotionally disconnected from the reality of the situation. If she wasn't in denial, you were lying to her. What the fuck? As far as being disconnected, you were playing the part of a mentally handicapped kid who is paralyzed during the day and a BDSM fucking house mother at night. Are you good? I think you were the one disconnected. What? At a time in my life, I didn't have the language or education to explain what I was experiencing. I don't think she had any issues in that video to Nick. I spoke in very simple terms because that's all I understood. Now with education and life experience, I can better articulate what it was happening. Or what was happening is you was lying and it's all on tape. And it is crazy that you are still doing this mess. It's difficult to be judged based on videos filmed during some of the most vulnerable moments of my life. She did not mind judging Nick on those moments. She didn't mind getting him in those documentaries and dragging him for those moments. Y'all know when it's about Gypsy, it's a different ballgame because it's about her. Especially when I didn't yet have the tools to explain my situation the way I can now. All you had to do was stand the hell up. Stand up! Just like you did for Dan, just like you did for Nick. Just like you did when you went to that dude's hotel room. That bitch is fine, honey. They explained the situation the same way you explained how to do that fucking murder. This is just more lies, manipulation, and gaslighting. And you can see it all throughout. But that shit right there, didn't have the tools to explain the situation, but she planned to murder for 2 years. Girl ain't never gonna change. But that's just my opinion for entertainment purposes only, honey. But this ain't all it. She right there saying that shit.
Gypsy Rose's latest PR crisis. The internet is clapping back at Gypsy Rose for a couple of things right now. The first thing is posting a video where she's supposedly dancing, but savvy TikTokers noticed it's AI.
What the hell? I noticed that. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Beyonce? What the hell? What the hell, Harry? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Beyonce? What the hell? What the hell?
To some, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's not sitting right with a lot of people. The second one, she sent a cameo to a 16-year-old girl and threw in her gyps. You know, the she did for Nicholas Godage on right before her mother was unalived. The dance that was kind of the bait to get him to commit the act.
Your best friend Aubrey reached out to me and told me that you are turning 16 today. Yeah. Happy birthday, girl. Bye.
Ridiculous.
Telling us a couple things. Number one, GRB is not taking her crime seriously. Who releases dance videos after a bunch of videos came out that was unsealed evidence? Where is the redemption? The more you heard something positive, you try to get her to donate to Make-A-Wish, but Make-A-Wish shut that down real quick. Seems like all we hear and see is evidence that maybe, just maybe, GRB was not this shrinking violet victim that she portrayed. And I would suggest that her PR, which is her stepmother, Christy, step in regarding the dance and the unsealed evidence we saw. Why was there no explanation to her supporters? Gypsy Blanchard, get on the ball. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this no big deal, or does it not sit well?
I don't know what I just found in the Epstein files, but this is disturbing as fuck. Could there be an Epstein connection? Group alleges UK judge Simon Oliver is using challenged African kids for rituals. Look at this. Leon Britton, right? He was a former MP and former Home Secretary that denied and then admitted to being given a large dossier by the MP Geoffrey Dickens in 1983 containing specific details of MPs who were linked to the pedophile information exchange. Dossier had since gone missing, and Dickens' demand for an investigation at the time got nowhere. Like it says, in the late 70s, Pi affiliated to the National Council for Civil Liberty. Pi's main policies were to discriminalize indecent photos of children and lower the age of consent in order to enable adults to have sex with what? Off Harris was jailed for was not told that police discovered a young child on his computer. Simon Danzig, the Labour MP for Rochdale, the seat occupied for the notorious predator pedophile Will Smith, took up the issue of pedophile MPs on the back of publishing a book detailing Smith's serial sexual abuse of vulnerable children in and around Rochdale. Smith was a Freemason. The Youth Employment Committee and the Education Committee. This gets so much worse. We are talking about a huge PEDO ring. The investigation, Operation Fairbank, which was led by the Metropolitan Police, started in late 2012, and it claims that MPs have visited the Elm Guest House in southwest London during the late 1970s, where vulnerable young children had been lured, supplied with alcohol and drugs, and then sexually abused. This was huge. The allegations of an establishment MPs, civil servants, and MI5 are currently part of a complex, ongoing, multi-agency investigation. Prominent people who attended parties at Elm Guest House are reported to have included Smith, Soviet spy Anthony Blunt, according to the Independent using C-123 transport aircraft flight.
100% real. You think I would spend $3K on a wig but not a bag? And Celeste got her because she said, I mean, you'll spend $3K on a wig, but you won't get a professional lace installed and wear your wigs wrong. So yeah, it's probably a prop. And I would have to agree. It's fake. I want you to pay attention. Right here. If you go to there is the purse, we can be honest. However, this is missing. Again, this is her purse. You can also see in this close-up in the back, it is missing. This is the full purse. Now, do I think that Gypsy would spend $3,500 on a purse? Yes. But do I think that she did spend $3,500 on a purse? No. I think her purse is fake. Gypsy Rose is getting clocked over this bag, and a lot of people are calling it fake. And Gypsy said, it's 100% real. You think I would spend $3K on a wig but not a bag? And Celeste got her because she said, I mean, you'll spend $3K on a wig, but you won't get a professional lace installed and wear your wigs wrong. So
this is a joke for entertainment purposes only. Listen to me, entertainment purposes only. Because I didn't call the shit and got restricted for this video already, and they so mad at me they didn't deny my appeal 3 times, and that's how I know. Because bitch, I only appealed once. I've been researching the Anunnaki and shit for years, G. I done been in 3 different mystery schools. The thing that's fucking me up is I just now had this concept. Video now. I don't mean like back in the day we the children, and I mean right now. What if right now we reading about ourselves in histories and myths? Because some of us, a select few of us, are possibly using portals and shit and rockets and shit, and you think they going out of space, but space ain't real, my nigga. So they going back in time, G. That's what they doing. They going back in time, and what they going for? To do a freak offs and still rare earth elements. They are there for metal. They there for gold. They there for palladium. They there for platinum. They there for cobalt. They there for the real shit, G. And they going back there looking at prehistoric man fucking us up early. And this is, to me, this makes sense because this explains the Mandela effect. This explains I'm changing the Bible. Because I lived my whole life, read the Bible many times. And I didn't until 2025 have I ever read that when Jesus got caught, there was a naked boy there. That's why I keep bringing it up. Because I know for sure that shit wasn't there before. You understand what I'm saying? So listen to me. What if we the Anunnaki right now? And we done went back there and found proto-humans and did what we do, smash them. Because if I went out there right now, and if I was on the team, and I'm one of the sons of God, and see one of the daughters, and she look fair, she thick as hell, yeah, she eat raw meat, but it is what it is. I'm doing that, motherfucker, G, and we gonna have a mighty man of old. I'm just saying, TikTok, I don't believe what I just said. That was entertainment purposes. Tell me what y'all think, though. Follow me for more. TikTok, this is a joke. A motherfucking joke. I'm just asking questions. I ain't teaching nothing. I'm not informing nobody. I ain't doing nothing. This is a joke for entertainment purposes only. If you ban me, I'm suing you, bitch.
So Gypsy Rose posted this and behind the scenes of a content creator. And she really should have labeled it
reality of what enslavement was. It wasn't this cookie cutter show.
Was that I never wanted to bring that topic up with my mother. I avoided confronting her because whenever I did, she used manipulation tactics against me. That's a lie, ma'am.
And not permanent. Because my time started getting me feeling back in my legs, and I hadn't tried to walk then, but I was too young and I just kept to myself. And throughout the years, I tried to tell my mom a few times, and I guess I was just afraid of her not loving me as much as she does if I couldn't walk.
know about y'all, but it sounds more like she was using manipulation tactics for her mother's love and attention, as well as outside attention. It caught me jumping on the bed when I was young. She had seen me move my legs. She even complained about me kicking her in my sleep when we shared a bed. She was aware I could walk.
And so I just kept to myself for a long time until 2011, whenever I sort of started rebelling as a teenager. And I ran away from home.
Again, she said she kept it a secret till 2011. It continues. When someone is living with Munchausen by proxy dynamics, been on that podcast, honey, with Andrea, is educated now, honey, can exist in a state of denial. In my view, she was mentally aware on some level, but emotionally disconnected from the reality of the situation. If she wasn't in denial, you were lying to her. What the fuck? As far as being disconnected, you were playing the part of a mentally handicapped kid who is paralyzed during the day and a BDSM fucking house mother at night. Are you good? I think you were the one disconnected. What? At a time in my life, I didn't have the language or education to explain what I was experiencing. I don't think she had any issues in that video to Nick. Spoke in very simple terms because that's all I understood. Now with education and life experience, I can better articulate what it was happening. Or what was happening is you was lying and it's all on tape. And it is crazy that you are still doing this mess. It's difficult to be judged based on videos filmed during some of the most vulnerable moments of my life. She did not mind judging Nick on those moments. She didn't mind getting into those documentaries and dragging him for those moments. I don't know, when it's about Gypsy, it's a different ballgame because it's about her. Especially when I didn't yet have the tools to explain my situation the way I can now. All you had to do was stand up, just like you did with Dan, just like you did for Nick. Just like you did when you went into that dude's hotel room. That bitch was fine, honey. They explained the situation the same way you explained how to do that fucking murder. This is just more lies, manipulation, and gaslighting, and you can see it all throughout. But that shit right there, didn't have the tools to explain the situation, but she planned to murder for 2 years. Girl ain't never gonna change. Exactly. That's just my opinion for entertainment purposes only, honey. This ain't all live. She right there.
2 years.
Rose's latest PR.
2 freaking
Internet
years, you
clapping
guys.
back at Gypsy Rose for a couple of things right now. The first thing is posting a video where she's supposedly dancing, but savvy TikTokers noticed it's AI.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Beyonce?
Yeah, it was definitely AI. I noticed that immediately. I thought that was like a given.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Beyonce? What the hell, what the hell?
To some, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's not sitting right with a lot of people. The second one, she sent a cameo to a 16-year-old girl and threw in her Gyp Hip dance. You know the dance she did for Nicholas Godejohn right before her mother was unalived. The dance that was kind of the bait to get him committed.
Friend Aubrey that you are turning 16 today, so I wanted to be very happy, sweet 16, and I also wanted to do this for you.
Girl. Stupid. It's telling us a couple things. Number one, GRB is not taking her crime seriously. Who releases dance videos after a bunch of dance videos came out that was unsealed evidence? Where is the redemption, the remorse? When is the last time you heard something positive? She did try to get her audience to donate to Make-A-Wish, but Make-A-Wish shut that down real quick. Seems like all we hear and see is evidence that maybe, just maybe, GRB was not this shrinking violet victim that she portrayed. And I would suggest that her PR, which is her stepmother, Christy, step in regarding the dance and the unsealed evidence we saw. Why was there no explanation to her supporters? Gypsy Blanchard, get on the ball. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this no big deal, or does it not sit well?
I don't know what I just found in the Epstein files, but disturbed. Put in Epstein connection. Group alleges UK judge Simon Oliver is using challenged African kids for rituals. Look at this. Leon Britton, right? He was a former MP and a former Home Secretary that denied and then admitted to being given a large dossier by the MP Joffrey Dickens in 1983 containing specific details of MPs who were linked to the pedophile information exchange. Dossier had since gone missing, and Dickens' demand for an investigation at the time got nowhere. Like it says, in the late 70s, Pai affiliated to the National Council for Civil Liberty. Pai's main policies were to discriminate criminalize indecent photos of children and lower the age of consent in order to enable adults to have sex with what? Paul Harris was jailed for nearly 6 years for sexual offenses against children as young as 8 years old. But the court was not told that police discovered a cache of indecent images of young children on his computer. Simon Danzig, the Labor MP for Rochdale, the seat occupied for the notorious predator pedophile Cyril Smith, took up the issue of pedophile MPs on the back of publishing a book detailing Smith's serial sexual abuse of vulnerable children in and around Rochdale. Smith was a Freemason and a local counselor in Rochdale. He was involved with the youth orchestra, the youth theater workshop, the governorship of 29 Rochdale schools, and chairmanship of the council's youth committee, youth employment committee, and education committee. It's so much worse. We're talking about UEDO investigation operation metropolitan area in late 12 and a piece of visited in South during the late 1970s where vulnerable young children had been lured, plied with alcohol and drugs, and then sexually abused. This was huge. The allegations of an establishment pedophile ring involving MPs and MI5 are currently part of a ongoing investigation. People who in parties guest house are reported to have included sent in the Soviet spy Anthony Blunt. According to the Independent newspaper, other visitors to the guest house included the former British diplomat Sir Peter Heyman, a Sinn Féin politician, Labour MP, and several conservative politicians. Maybe I shouldn't actually be reading this. Like, you ever get that thought, like maybe there's some stuff that they don't want you to see? Fuck it. Heyman was a member of the Pedophile Information Exchange and worked I-6 while serving as a career diplomat overseas. You know what? I'm just going to let you guys read the rest. So if you want to read the rest, just pause the screen. Specifically this one down here that's highlighted because, oh, what? I would say that I'm surprised, but there is just so much shit that is being discovered in these files that honestly should make all of you completely rethink your reality around you. Because at this point, I don't feel like any of this shit's fucking real. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm fucking AI. Who fucking knows? I mean, look at when they released the Matrix movies, right? Right when we were adapting to our societies, right when we were really becoming a collective. The more minds that are awakened, the more power that lose.
Everyone who ate breakfast this morning needs to hear this. Eating 3 meals a day was created by the Rockefeller Foundation. Our ancestors didn't eat 3 times a day. If they ate 3 times a week, that was a lot. Your body is meant to be in a fasted state. Why do you heal when you sleep? Because you're fasted. Your body's able to take the energy that it normally would use, breaking down and digesting food. And instead, it's putting it towards healing and feeling sick. Don't go to the white coat who has no idea what he's talking about. Throw a 36-hour fast at it. Stem cells are activated. They go to the area of injury. They go to the areas that need healing. Your body thrives in a fasted state. Don't buy into the 3 meals a day. It was created to keep you fat, lazy, and reliant on the Rockefeller food system. Never should obesity be installed.
Yep.
Alright, fine. I will tell you, I keep trying to do my lines and my stern keeps skipping through time and shit. It's because they've already seen into the future. Okay? Rumors speculate they've seen 45,000 years into the future. Speculation though, you know. But there's also Project Looking Glass that, they've already took a peek and saw that they lose no matter what. So they're just fucking rolling the dice. They're like, fuck it, why not? They said, fuck it, might as well. Gamble a little bit. Have a drink while we wait and see what the fuck happens. Like, what people are so afraid of doesn't matter. You're afraid of, like, oh my god, if I don't pay my rent, that bills aren't gonna matter. Like, it's not gonna be a thing anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need money. We don't need reserve banks. Like, that was supposed to be voted no upon, but those people were put on a boat, and that boat hit an iceberg and sank, but that's a different conversation, okay? I'm just saying, like, you asked, so I'm telling you. Now I gotta go.
and I'm taking my fucking chair with me, so bye. Everything in this video is alleged, not true, entertainment only.
We have another file, y'all. It is a 6-page file, so I am just going to read some of the factual allegations. These allegations are against Jeffrey Epstein and DT, and I'm saying it like that because I want to see if they've been, like, censoring, because I've been saying his name. It states, the plaintiff alleges she was subject to extreme sexual and physical abuse by the defendants, DJT and Jeffrey Epstein, including forcible rape during a 4-month time span covering the months of June through September 1994 when plaintiff was still only a minor of age 13. The plaintiff alleges she was enticed by promises of money and a modeling career to attend a series of underage sex parties at the New York City residence of Jeffrey Epstein and attended by DJT. There are about 4 occasions that they talk about in this file. I am going to read 2 of the occasions and I'm going to censor it. I'm going to try to censor it because it is hard to read mentally. First one says, on the 3rd occasion involving DJT, victim was forced to engage in an unnatural lesbian sex act with her fellow minor and sex slave, who is 12, for the sexual enjoyment. After this sex act, both minors were forced to orally copulate DJT by placing their mouths simultaneously on his erect man thing until he achieved orgasm. After zipping up his pants, DJT physically pushed both minors away while angrily berating them for the poor quality of their sexual performance. So the next one I'm reading says, on the 4th and final sexual encounter with DJT, victim was tied to a bed by DJT, who then proceeded to forcibly rape victim. During the course of the savage sexual attack, victim loudly pleaded with DJT to please wear a condom. DJT responded by violently striking victim in the face with his open hand and screaming that he would do whatever he wanted as he refused action. After sexual orgasm, DJT put his suit back on and victim in tears asked DJT what would happen if he'd impregnated her. DJT grabbed his wallet and threw some money at her and screamed that she should use the money to get a fucking abortion. I can see that was hard as fuck, so why is it hard as fuck to lock these people up?
I don't even know at this point. Gypsy Rose Blanchard not being in the bathroom crying the entire time and Nick doing the entire deed. I think she was helping him. I'm so sorry I do.
I don't believe it.
For today's episode, I went down a wormhole on Reddit. And I
definitely believe she was.
I'm just going to say, I have read some of the most freaked out shit I've ever read in my entire life. I think we've known by the Gypsy files that are coming out that Miss Girl was freaky.
Oh, I give up.
Oh my god, I'll spare you of most of what my eyes had to read. Anyway, this right here is showing a log of how often Gypsy. This file is fucking 322 pages long. Then I move on to the next folder and it's Skype. I'm like, oh boy.
experience, I can better articulate what was happening. What was happening is you was
MP for Rochdale, the seat occupied for the notorious predator pedophile Cyril Smith, took up the issue of pedophile MPs on the back of publishing a book detailing Smith's serial sexual vulnerable children in and around Rochdale. Smith was a Freemason and a local counselor in Rochdale. He was involved with the youth orchestra, the youth theater workshop, the governorship of 29 Rochdale schools, the chairmanship of the council's youth committee, youth employment committee, and the education committee. This gets a huge PEDO ring. An investigation, Operation Fairbank, which was led by the Metropolitan Police, started in late 2012, and it claims that MPs have visited the Elm Guest House in southwest London during the late 1970s, where vulnerable young children had been lured, plied with alcohol and drugs, and then sexually abused. This was huge. The allegations of an establishment pedophile ring involving MPs, civil servants, and MI5 are currently part of a complex ongoing multi-agency investigation. Prominent people who attended parties at Elm Guest House are reported to have included Smith and the Soviet spy Anthony Blunt. According to the Independent newspaper, other visitors to the house included former British diplomat Sir Peter Hayman, a Sinn Féin politician, a Labour MP, and several conservative politicians. Maybe I shouldn't actually be reading this. Like, I thought, like, maybe there's some stuff that they don't want you to see. The fucking was a member of the pedophile information exchange and worked for MI6 while serving as a career diplomat overseas. You know what? I'm just gonna let you guys read the rest. So if you want to read the rest, just pause the screen. Specifically this one down here that's highlighted, because oh, what? I would say that I'm surprised, but there is just so much shit that is being discovered in these files that honestly should make all of you completely rethink your reality around you. Because at this point, I don't feel like any of this shit.
Feeling sick, don't go to the white coat who has feeling go to the white coat who has
has no she's a fucking whore. She's abusive. She's alive. She's fucking dangerous.
Get comfortable. Just kind of make. Hey, Secret Squirrel, welcome. You probably remember this time, huh? Some room. Hey, hey, Lazy as well. I need to ooze off. I kept my cool, but I lost connection for a second. Give me a second.
Just letting everybody know, this is her internet, okay? At the moment, this is her internet doing it.
And mine.
Hey, GK.
Rosie will screw over senior citizens. She'll screw over workers for like a tip. There, it knows no end with her.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. That was another thing that Andrea was wanting, which was this. Just a reminder, guys. Just a little reminder.
Wow.
Of how Rosie thinks of service workers.
$2.
Don't go to the cafe then.
Fat ass.
Honestly, it was a fourth of a shift, but you know me. I'm a hot spot I had on my tablet earlier. Just started watching a video. Oh, hello. Oh my god.
Whoa. Pause for 1 second. Pause for 1 second. I'm glad that you showed that. Didn't she? So she went to the Hello Kitty cafe, spent like just under like $50. Didn't she ask her mom to pay her extra bag checkage at the airport?
Yeah. So my theory on that is that because it was only a 2-day trip, they didn't get her like checked baggage. So when she got there with her huge suitcase full of shit,
yeah,
they were like, they haven't paid for this. This hasn't been included in your ticket. This is socks, like whatever. So yeah, she then asked her mom, because if she was to actually use her own money, she would going to be reimbursed for, was going to be reimbursed after the fact. So supposedly if she had to spend that $100 on the baggage, she would have had less spending money.
Well, she doesn't, and she doesn't. Well, one would expect you to kind of like research that come with traveling, because I've definitely like, after COVID, like wanted to travel like more and just to go see my friends in like LA, into the actual checked bag that's included with the airfare, and how many fabric things can I shove into my backpack?
Right.
Just shove on in there. And
all right. Anyway, hey, Cor. Yeah, we're gonna press on now, guys.
My Wi-Fi is out.
It's funny. I didn't realize that her internet was like really having problems, and mine is also having problems today. But it seems to be resolved, I believe. My issues.
I'm still sick. I haven't missed a lick of work. That's what I get for that. I've been sick for 2.5 years. But you know me, I'm gonna dramatize it, right? No, but really,
I had to use my nebula. Sitting outside, and this bullshit caused me problems. I'm gonna be talking so much. I need a drink. Where's my? Where's my water to quench my thirst?
Pretty much summed up Alton Brown.
What did I do?
Work one.
But I have to be like situated. And I didn't just almost drop my water. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Nikki. I've been ignoring chat because I've got a lot going on. The connection. So I started out in my training guides rides in my class. And I charge them both separately depending upon Uber's rates and their locations. They both have been paying their way. I get both by these two women. One of them is chill, one of them is not chill. The one that's not chill.
Women under the bus and being like, guys are great.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah. She hates.
And by the way,
women.
We're leggings
Like
on
Amber Lynn.
because the slate is trust and believe.
Into it all today, but of course, the person that Rosie made like best buddies with at this job was a school.
They were.
It was dressed, especially at work. Honestly, period. I should probably eat dinner, but I'm just not hungry.
Oh, God forbid. I think you could stand to go without. You know what I'm saying?
Chemical. Okay, moving on. Hi, Superfloor.
She's a busy girl.
So let me see here. Hi, DJ. My days could be better. Let's try this. Maybe if it's actually working. Okay. Pretty close together, and we made our arrangements. I explained to the first girl, the second girl was one in my class. The first girl is not. And I'm saying girl because it's just easier for me to keep it anonymous when I use it.
Don't feel right. You like our trans ally, non-binary ally, queer ally, all these. Well, she says that she's queer. She's not. And she's over here just being. I had all the communication set down between me and the two guys, and so
I got myself in.
How's this, guys? Should be a bit better, a bit easier to hear.
The trouble, guys, and I'm saying girl because it's just easy.
Not
right.
They're non-binary.
I got myself into trouble, guys, and I just was trying to be nice. And I'm gonna have to really come home and go live and tell you guys about how great today was. Like, I came in second again on Kahoot.
X to doubt. Also, hi Lizzie, welcome. Yeah, of course, Rosie's the best at the job, the star of the whole entire place.
Yeah,
feeding everybody at training.
She's got the best singing voice. Best singing voice.
She's the best at everything.
She got her GED in record time, according to her, and
nobody
else.
It's just like Berlin's at 104.
Mm-hmm.
function and sleep. And I've literally been like sitting in the bathroom at work on breaks with my headphones on, editing videos for like 15 minutes at a time, or like for parts of my hour or lunch, like just to find extra time. Outwardly, I kept myself very contained because of how.
So you didn't throw hands, like you for that? Oh my god.
I didn't do the thing that I did to Levi. You know, in our 20s, where I literally hit him.
Oh. That's so messed up.
They shortchanged you, Rosie. They don't have the entire, like, they'll get you back, like have they'll get you back. Just let it ride, man. You're all in this together. Your
They all
coworkers,
just
Right.
started
coworkers.
together. Like, what the fuck?
And you're in training still. You're in training still. You're supposed to be making friends. Like, I would be just trying to, you know, make friends with people, ways of doing things. I don't know.
Right. I would
I don't
just
know.
be nice.
And I think I don't know if she's going to say it here, but I swear she wanted something like $15.
Yes. She wanted $15 per ride.
Like that's the whole value.
$30.
That's like a whole
BK the next day. I don't know. She's just argumentative.
I'm going to be doing a video
is a piece
on,
of shit.
on
I think
this
it's
and
the biggest problem.
Other stuff too.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with the girl who's supposed to pay me, and I told her I'm not giving you rides unless you prepay, and she didn't prepay.
So why did you let them in the car in the first place then, Rosie? Why didn't you just say, well, if you can't prepay, not doing it today? That would have saved you a lot of fucking drama and dumping these people out in the fucking parking lot.
And we start driving, and I eventually get the gumption. I turn on the radio, and I ask the girl in the back, because this other girl moved to the front seat.
If they hadn't paid you and you knew you were going to be pissy with them, why did you let them into the car in the first place?
Like, why I hadn't been prepaid yet. Just like,
this is not something that I would do anyway, but I'm saying, like, if you're going to be that much of a cheapskate and you're going to be that uptight about it, and you want them to prepay, like, upfront before you give them the ride, then why didn't you put your foot down? If you're being so, assertive, like, I don't know, man. Weird.
I was just like, why? And I'm not looking into the chat right now, so
you already are.
Because I don't see I'm kind of struggling because I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. I wake up really early now. I wake up between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. So
guys, is that early?
No.
I literally just told you I woke up at like 4 o'clock and was like, maybe I could just get the day started, but I just smoked weed and instead of
there are people in this house whose alarms go off at 4 and they get up and they're at work at 5.
So I took a little. And
hey, Mud, welcome. Yeah, a lot of people get up at 5, 6, 3. Yeah.
I love how
Right is like sleeping.
I love how she's like, so I can have my slow mornings. And it's like, Rosie, here's how you get like a good job where you're going to miss it when I get, I also won't miss it because I need to be more active in a day. But my lazy mornings are I wake up at 6, still, Bubba comes in, and I don't want to get up, and I snuggle with him for an hour, and that was shit. Having a good work ethic, not trying to get on disability in training at every fucking job I've worked at for the past 3 years. That's how it's it's presented itself, Rosie. Why can't you do this? You're 33 years old. You're 33 years old. There's no excuse at this point.
Was Saturday. What's today? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday, I gave a ride to just the girl that was sitting in the back, and I learned some stuff about their home life. I learned some stuff about this other person that really put me on pause and made me realize I had accidentally walked into something that was way more drama than it was ever worth.
Oh, shut
I'm
up.
go into their personal business online.
Then don't. Oh my fucking God. I hate when she does this. Like, yeah, they're probably like really trashy. They're really trashy, you know, like it's shut. Putting it down a notch. It's nobody's fucking business. It's nobody's fucking business. She always does this though. She always does this. Like, yeah, they're going through a lot. They come from like a really fucked up background. I guess like maybe their husband like hits on her or something. Anyway, it's not. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. It's fucking ridiculous.
I don't need to do it all. I'll just say that it's really, really messy. And this woman showed me with how she treated me that this person in my car was not lying to me. And she basically told me, I believe her exact words were that you're bullshit for charging people money and rate for your address from our job.
Ooh, it's probably discounted because she thinks that she might suck a penis from those guys.
No, well, but it's what she's saying is it's slightly cheaper than what an Uber would be.
But you're carpooling. This is a carpool.
Sure. Phone ringing
together. My work phone.
Oh.
I'm not answering it.
I'm not a charity.
It's probably
I got money to make too.
In New York.
I can't be giving out free rides, and I'm also giving my time. I'm working technically 9 hours in a day at that point to give people rides home. I don't get to decompress until everyone's out of my car. I'm not off the clock until everyone's out of my car. I'm working. You are paying for my time and my gas and my mileage. You are paying something that is less than the standard rate to get a discount because we are having a mutually beneficial exchange. 1 + 1 = 2, my guy. I don't quite get it beyond that.
1 + 1 = a profit for you. Cam.
I put my mouth away from the mic.
Okay.
So she says that, and she said she called me bullshit, and I remember I was literally, I had the steering wheel in front of me. Okay. Turning lane signal went into the other lane, turned into the first parking lot I saw.
This is like literally not. She didn't say get out before they left the office. It was like somewhere along the way, in the middle of fucking nowhere, industrial fucking area.
It was a mile away. Me and Jenna mapped it out. It was like a mile away. They would have to go back to work, maybe call an Uber or something like that. It's like it's such an gross.
parent.
Now, mind you, these women were older women. She left alone in a dark parking lot by themselves. She's evil. She's disgusting.
Parent, a woman older than my mother. I didn't even have to say what the
See what I
choices
mean?
are, but it's kind of clear. Get out of my car or
Yeah.
That you're dropping out
in the
in
middle,
the middle of
parking
fucking
lot
nowhere.
by themselves.
Out of your car.
You are
in a parking lot.
disgusting, Quirky. You're disgusting. These women
Okay, gotcha.
were also on her way.
Is with my time, my peace, my grace. You think you
Shut
are?
up.
Absolutely not.
Hungry.
I love
How
how
I talk to her is
the language is like, that you take me to my house at once, post haste.
Anyone want to get me a door?
I don't think that it
No, I'm
happened like
kidding.
that. I don't think they said it like that. I don't think that that is how
joking,
it
I'm
worked out.
joking.
If the story is true, Rosie, you're just a piece of shit. Simple as that.
Mhm.
Right.
Hey, Alice.
I'm gonna go eat.
There's a Mexican restaurant down the road from my house. They have the
They're very
greatest
important.
taco salad.
because I now have an HR nightmare on my hands because I was trying to do
making
something
myself
nice.
hungrier. Stop it. Shh.
And yes, guess what Rosie does, guys?
What?
You hear her just mention HR?
Oh, are you
Mhm,
kidding me?
mhm. Yep. She's going to be that Karen. Also, I just want to say quickly, thank you everybody for coming. And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody coming in. I appreciate you all very, very much. But let's get back to Rosie being a giant piece of shit.
To help her and me. I don't owe her shit. And to act so goddamn entitled. To think you're entitled
you
to
should
my time,
talk.
my gas, to complain that I'm dropping off other people. I literally said to her before it escalated, I said, like, she was starting to escalate. She complained about, she said like $15 for a 30-minute ride.
One way.
$15 for a 30-minute ride.
One way.
$15
on the way
for a
home to her house.
30-minute ride. I really want to strike.
If you don't want to drive people, just don't drive
Don't
people.
drive people, yeah.
Especially if it's not on your way.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, if I really don't want to drive people, I'm just going to say, like, no, it's not in my direction.
Another detail to add, you expect people to believe that a 60-year-old living in Florida doesn't understand like the MPG, MPH fucking like variables that come with traveling around Florida, like where you live, where it's like she's speaking like everybody else is stupid and doesn't live in Florida or doesn't. She's just trying to get people as emotionally like worked up as she is so that they believe her. It's manipulation. It's a manipulation tactic straight up. It's just, I don't believe what she's saying about this person. I don't believe that this person did that. Or just
Hi, Becca Marie. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Stress that. Because I think they thought I was going to charge them $15 for 2 30-minute rides. But I don't do rides to coworkers in the morning.
You're on your way home.
Uh-huh.
Just say no.
Simple as that.
I mean, that is what I would do. If I'm like rushing to get home and somebody wants a lift in the opposite direction, I'm just going to say, look, no, not doing it.
Right, exactly. That's all you have to do.
So, to go back, she said,
Literally say
what
no.
was it? Oh, she was like, $15 for what? That was what she said. $15 for what? And I said, you can get an Uber. Just like that. Because I'm at that point, I'm talking to a customer. At that point, I'm like,
wow.
She has
great customer service.
Zero interest in making friends or being kind or being
exactly. She's
social
not
or
kind. Not kind at all. She
None of
tries
that. Oh
to
my
act
God.
like she is, but it's manipulation.
I am basically at this point ranked second in my class
awful.
behind a 19-year-old.
And
there it is. This is what I wanted.
And
in terms of like rankings for different tests we've done, and I've not missed a single day of work. I've been on
that
my shit.
changes very soon. So
I'm
She
not
did
gonna fucking
list-
risk this.
Didn't she call out sick for work to do the live stream where she talked about that couple that she thought was a feeder couple involving their
Yes.
kid in their fetish
Yeah.
content? Because she called out sick from that job to do that.
Yeah, I think you're
Oh
right.
no, I'm pretty sure she called out sick from working from home to do that, which is
Mm-mm.
even
It was-
worse.
Nope, it was this job. Nope, I remember it clearly. It was this job. She called out sick to do a live stream
Maybe.
about
But
that
anyway.
couple on TikTok.
For some ornery old fucking. No, Rosie, stop. No, we're not saying shit about her.
I gotta ask my boyfriend something real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Yep, that was definitely a thing. Not wanting to take London Boy, blaming it on the weather. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
July 2024 for you guys. So that you said it was 17th for you.
All right. Let me look at chat. I haven't looked at chat at all. I would have charged my own sister $20.
Thanks, Emma Faye. And hey, Tokyo the Pop, welcome. Nice to see you guys.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Pretty Princess Sana. Exactly. I gotta turn on a fan. Hang on. Not really. And I was like, I almost pulled over and went live because you guys, when I got, I mean, literally like this.
Sorry, say again.
I said I have to smoke a little bit. She's getting me super heated. I probably still have to get
Okay.
like, super duper stoned.
Okay, yeah, mute.
Because I have CPTSD and that's how my body manifests stress response in heightened stress situations, specifically for confrontation. That's something that I've had since I was young, honestly.
Look how skinny our girl is. I haven't seen that dress in seriously like a year.
It's gotten worse because I have the ability to command myself with my voice and my presence, but afterwards I have to, like, I'm best confrontational when I'm seated. It's just how I'm 2024.
Oh my god, I'm less confrontational when I'm seated. Got it.
Always been.
So like all the time.
She is indeed. Well, we speculate. Will she walk?
Gas is so goddamn expensive these days, not to mention the time and labor, like, especially if you don't know these. Sorry, guys, she was no one paying. She was bumming a free ride off. Which is crazy.
Oh yeah, she's the crazy one, Rosie.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, and guys, again, just so that anybody coming in late knows, this is her internet doing this, not mine.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, Chris, don't delete that comment. Hold on.
Basically, the TikTok.
But yeah, she wasn't even paying. It wasn't even for gas, at least.
Welcome in, Tally you.
Real retention of.
No, but sorry, she could have. Someone said she could have paid for gas at least, but Rosie, you wanted more than that. You wanted a profit.
After the peer pressure.
You would think.
We said that.
Like,
She always is like, I'm just so much smarter than these people. Like, no, you're not, Rosie. You're all in the same place. Like, there's no humbleness. There's no like real like. As soon as she has to this is a thing. This is an ongoing thing, and I think that this is why she's alienated so many people, and she has no fucking friends. Is that she has to be challenged with interacting with people, and she needs to be like the alpha when she's just like you're all in it together. You don't even have to be like on a hierarchy. You just need to accept that people are people. But she has grown up. There's no like coming back from this. She's 34 years old.
Well, not not just obstacles. I also think she sees like opportunity. I think it's like either they're an obstacle or they're someone that she can take advantage of in some way.
I put in my GPS to go home, and I dialed my manager's phone number that I was given. So I left a voicemail with a timestamp, and I was very careful with what I said and how I said it. But I have a timestamp catalog now and statement. I'm probably gonna have to wake up really early. I'm probably gonna try to show up to work an hour early.
Yes.
Just so no one sees me go into HR's office, and hopefully I can handle it.
The HR.
I hope I can handle it before people get there. I'm the
Welcome, Soccer Count, whoever you may be. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
First part, guys, is she directly threatened me. She directly threatened me with, wait till I tell everybody about what a con artist you are.
That's another thing, Stephanie. This was not inside of work time. Why does HR need to know about it? Why does the boss have to know about it? This was outside of work time. Deal with it personally. No, but she always has to get on the front fucking foot and throw somebody else under the bus before they can go and report.
About like how she can be like, HR really came down on me when I was just asserting myself. I was sticking up for myself, and it was outside of work or like hours. Like, why would she say like, oh, HR is going to come down on me? HR would probably have nothing to do with that. They probably wouldn't talk to you unless you confront that person or make it weird for them during work hours or in the work common areas. But what she's doing is she's trying to convince people that have no understanding of these sort of dynamics of like a call center or anything. Like, I haven't worked in a call center since I was 20 years old, but I still understand the dynamics and the drama that can kind of do like, but the butting of the heads and all that stuff. She's trying to get ahead of the curve and say, no, guys, it's like this. I know because I've been in call centers my entire adult life. So I think I know a thing or two about things. When really it's like, no, a problem all the time. You're just, you are that person in the call center that you hope like gets fired. When new people come in, like, damn, that person's a piece of shit. I hope they get fired. That's you, Roz.
She basically fucking threatened to call the police on these people if they didn't get out of her car. These are your colleagues. These are people you are training with, who you are going to work with. She knows going into every job that all she's going to do is work for the 90 days or the 30 days or whatever it takes for her to get insurance and then take time off. That's what she does every single time. I think she did a few months at this job, pretty much.
Yes.
I'm so mad.
Fuck you, Rosie. You're disgusting.
Oh.
Well, keep doing that. I hate when she's like says the thing.
Now she's gonna sit there and cry about it for real.
And it says, oops, I should have
Gee
done that.
Willikers, sorry, guys.
Like she says exactly the thing, and she's like, oh, Roz, you shouldn't have done that. And it's like, that's so fucking childish. It's because you wanted to just say that she's a fucking bitch. You want people to believe this thing, but believe that at the end, you're more humble, you're better, you know better. It's, hey guys, this person was mean to me. Hold on to that. I'm gonna hit myself up for like not. Don't think too harshly about how I continue to not be the better person. It's manipulative.
I have to document it. I tell her I want to escalate anything. I don't have any conversations. I want her to document my statement and what happened, because I have a very strong feeling that this is going to escalate. Women like this.
Women like you. It's women like you.
Dinner. It was dinner.
The bottom line is I will outlast her. So I just have to.
It's also not an office problem. This happened outside of hours. Why the fuck go and dob on them, basically? Go and tattle on them to fucking HR. You are Karen.
Cover my ass. And also I need to follow protocol. Protocol is when situations like this happen is you need to learn.
Inside the workplace, Rosie. When they happen inside the workplace.
Your company know. And that's going to tell them how we got here. And let them know that I cut it off immediately, but that I was threatened. That I was threatened with a hostile work environment. So this is something.
What?
I can't.
You can't be threatened outside of the office or something. That's got to be a threat that was made inside the office.
Wait,
it wasn't even a threat. It's just like you're threatened by your own actions. Like, God damn.
She kicks them out of the car, and they said, "I mean, like, wait." So I wonder, did the lady say, "I'm going to bully you at work now"? Is that what happened? No, Rosie. The lady's like fucking 60. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
she probably would have just like gone like, all right, whatever. I'll get an Uber home and I'll take the bus tomorrow.
This is like something from like Thinner, like that movie Thinner, where it's like the Roma lady like curses the guy and gets him all thinner, but she's like fatter, and she's like, oh my god, this Roma lady that I kicked out of the car that I work at the call center with, she just cursed me by just give me a glare. It doesn't, nothing makes sense. And so she's like worried about getting thin, and then she won't like be as pretty as like, then that's her excuse.
No, so
Rosie.
what the also hi, Escape to Witch Mountain. Welcome.
He gets to work. In the
And anybody else if I miss anyone, like I'm usually so behind in them.
How we got here, and let them know that I cut it off immediately, but that I was threatened. That I was threatened with a hostile work environment. So this is
I have to also stop. She's just like, I just want to like let you know I cut it off immediately by prolonging it, by instead of just not saying nothing and just completing like the taking everybody to where they needed to go. Yeah, I just cut it off immediately by leaving the fucking person that's vulnerable in a vulnerable area that's out like within the limits of the industrial area that isn't very pretty or nice or might be hard to get a ride from, especially when they don't have money for one. Fuck this fucking piece of shit human being, man. All right, anyway,
Okay, wait.
I'm the klept.
Last time, and I'm gonna let it run from here, okay?
Dump them off somewhere on the side of the highway.
Yes. And also, I need to follow protocol. Protocol is when situations like this happen, is you need to know. And that's protocol. And I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow.
If it happens outside
And let them know
of work.
that I cut it off immediately, but that I was threatened.
I'm sorry.
I was threatened with the hostile work environment. So this is something to get HR involved with for the because I'm about to because once I get my.
What did you say, Cam?
I broke golden rule number 1.
What, did you,
I don't think
did you burp into the mic?
No, no. The other thing, the word that you don't want me to call Rosie, the other.
Oh, I didn't
R.
hear it. Maybe I'm
Okay,
too
thank
used to
God.
you saying it.
I was
But guys, ignore Cam. He's crying.
I'm not.
My medical notes, I want to have to become besties with her, and I would rather wait and not have any kind of reputation attached to my name. But I can't risk not telling HR.
Imagine still being in training and causing this much of a scene. I could never. I just could never.
And I'm pissed. You guys, I'm so angry. Because I was approached by them. And like that's kind of where I felt. I got really close to beating Moss at Kahoot because we did Kahoot again. Because
Eating Moss?
A big time.
You mean meeting Moss, right? Meeting Moss. You wanted to meet Moss. Did she just say eating Moss?
No, neither of those things. She said beating. She came close to beating Moss at Kahoot.
Damn. Yeah.
Because 18-year-old, fresh out of school, keeps winning. Because, like, she even said it, like, they were, the only reason they were beating her was because they are more used to the quiz environment or whatever it is.
Test is tomorrow. Because of course it is. I still need to do my laundry. I still need to do a lot of things. And I need to keep it together. And I'm struggling with that already.
Oh, yeah. That's new.
Thank you, Frosty. All right. I've been really not interacting with chat today. I know you guys know that's not normal with me, and I'm sorry.
That's what you do all the time, or what you don't do. You're famously known for not interacting with chat that you don't want to interact with. Sylvie departure. Yeah, of course.
You're not a con art.
It so much, and you guys know, like that was you guys know, and there's all these new people coming in because she's streaming in the vertical, and so she's like, you guys know that was really soul crushing. I was really like dealing with a lot there. Everybody was making it hard. I got yelled at by this guy, and it's like on the floor, and specifically not this call center at all. They don't.
We'll get to that eventually. We'll get. Maybe next time we'll watch the one where that all drama goes down, and then she ends up door dashing and all of that.
Everybody clapped for her.
Thank you, Chris, and I do know that. Well,
so hi, Sky. Welcome, Sky.
I already rehashed the whole story. Honestly, I don't have the energy to rehash it, and I apologize. But basically, the TLDR of it is I was verbally berated for not giving a free ride to a coworker. I was called a con artist for wanting gas money, and I really got my vibe fucked up on the way home, and that's not a vibe.
Cam, okay, listen, everybody, I'm going to try not to like pause too much going forward because I've got an hour until I have to go out. So, and we've still got more than an hour of this left. But yes, she is a con artist, and they were correct in their judgment of her.
She slipped up and said corn artist, and I'm like, you're definitely no corn artist, Rosie.
Oh my God, Cam.
Can you play Kahoot? I could. That'd be so fun. I love Kahoot.
Corn terrorist.
I'm just sad. Like, I'm not even upset about her. Like, oh my God, I do not care. I'm worried about the long-standing repercussions. I mean, I feel like she's gonna tell on herself, and like, it'll all work out in the end. And I believe I'm generally well liked at work. Sometimes I worry about being seen as too much of a brown noser, but
absorb that, guys.
Rip, that's wild. That's a wild statement. I don't need any man. I got me. Chris, please don't over delete comments, Chris. Please. Like, unless you're being directly spamming or mean.
Wow.
It's a manipulation tactic. It's a way to convince people of something before you've even said it. Right?
I don't need no man. Nobody was some.
Yeah, those exactly. And so, I mean, obviously the solution. Hi. I really should eat dinner. I really don't want to. I'm so overstimulated. I swear, I just hope I sleep tonight, to be honest. Yeah, sorry. I just told Chris to cool it. Like the spammy comments, the rude comments should get deleted, but
Zoom.
Oh boy.
Is that better? Let's see. Hang on, let me just. Oh yeah, someone definitely did say that.
Maybe a nice black man, one with kids and a wife already, or a girlfriend.
Oh well, he's saying it's me. I'm big great black man is.
Oh.
Okay.
What we eat, and I know you gotta. I literally had egg roll in a bowl for lunch when it's on sesame seeds.
This was also when she first started playing around with the vertical streaming, and so you like people telling her that she has nice hair and stuff. Trolls sliding by. She just thinks she's really popular.
Yeah,
I think that
hair,
at some it was around here, like maybe even in this stream where she ends up saying like, guys, like I think I'm going to keep doing this and I'm going to turn it, and it was like plotting how she was going to turn on subscriber only to force people to sub. And yeah, she was figuring out the algorithm at this point.
Oh my god, Japanese sweet potatoes are amazing. They're so much better than regular sweet potatoes. But the thing is, regular sweet potatoes are actually healthier for you. They're lower calorie density and they have more vitamin A.
Yeah, you know, I was just going to be like, you know, hey Rosie, maybe you should just buy what you can afford, and I'll like just think like, oh yeah, I need this specialty stuff. It's like, if what's the nutritional value? Like, you're somebody that talks about this like nutrition stuff over and over and over again, and it's like, okay, just assess the nutritional value of what you get and check the availability and maybe use less of it. She's a fucking death fat. Like, there's no way around it.
Pretty much what I would say is just like, look at Rosie, decide if you want to look like her. If you do, eat like her. It's pretty simple.
How do you go on live?
I will make a Rosalind Gacy pen.
I can't sleep if I don't eat the back. Honestly, though, most of the time, same. Except last night I skipped dinner because I was so tired.
Hey, say again.
I will vector a Rosalind Gacy pin tonight if it is something that people want, and then AYE doesn't have to go through. I bet if I send it to AYE and I'm like, throw this into your shop, it's a Gacy pin, but it's Roz. I think it would go well. I think it'd be funny. Let me do something.
Exactly. Nutritional value coming from death fat. Exactly. And I have not been keeping up with the foodie stuff, but that's a lot. I think that's too much. I think Rosie doing it for like 20 minutes, that's doable for people. Three weeks.
Rosie,
don't see that happening.
Rosie. That's going to tank Foodie's channel. She's not. What is she even doing at this point? I think maybe she's doing something like that to make people mad, so that people will talk about the fact that she changed it to 3 weeks. People will.
I think she just doesn't want people. She just doesn't really want. Maybe she genuinely.
I just didn't have the energy to get back up, to be honest, and passed out, which I was shocked I slept through the night. But with how like I am right now, I probably will make myself eat something small. I don't know.
Hey, sit and swell. No, I don't think they did it in this at this point in time. So pretty soon after by another psych ward visit. Although, so the last one was in next year. So there's another psych ward visit coming up in September, this 2024. The one where she comes out and she's wearing the stripy dress.
Yeah, Vertical does get crazy views. I was actually, because I honestly wanted to tell this story not in vertical mode. Does get crazy views. I was actually, because I honestly wanted to tell the story not in vertical mode. I wanted, and YouTube has made a change in my app. I don't know if it was like an update or what, but I hate it. I can't go into advanced settings and select horizontal mode. It used to, under the monetization section, have a slot for I don't remember what they labeled it as, but it was either like horizontal or vertical, and I would always choose horizontal because I
thought she was going to say for kids or not for kids.
And so last time it didn't have it, so I had to do it this.
Hey, Runs. Hey, Just a Loser. Go ahead, Cam.
I thought she was going to say like, yeah, I saw this box like for kids or not for kids, and I was like, maybe if I put it in for kids, and maybe if I do it vertical, and maybe if I do the exact same thing and talk about the exact same stuff, maybe it's not going to be a big deal. Like that time I had draft.
The internet's literally down still. Like, it's just down. There's an outage. We don't know what's going on. And I don't have the energy to deal with it. Thank you, Lydia. Jenna, can you chat so I can make you a managing mod so you can mute the like obvious trolls?
That's pre-Jenna.
I think you're
That's
standard
pre-Jenna infiltration. Do you want to
right
pause
now?
it?
Yeah, it is forcing me to
Not our Jenna is all we got to say.
Not our Jenna, yeah. Not our Jenna.
do vertical. It's really annoying. Thank you, Sharon. It's a dress. Thank you, Jenna. Because it'll just calm down the chat. I think it's gonna make me remove you and then I can re-add you. Let me do that. Hang on, Jenna. Give me a second. Perfect. Yep, that did it.
Did you know that people
Yeah,
told...
thank you, Jenna. Jessica, I was just about to say, I just realized I'm not on...
People told Rosie, Cameron and Jenna, like, were co-hosts doing, like, the Foopaholics thing. She's like, yeah, so I guess your fiance? And I'm like, who is giving this person, like, this information? Fiance.
People on Reddit thought you guys were actually married.
Yeah, they thought we were married. It's like, no, we're just good friends that like are just real people that like we have different boundaries from other close friends. We're just close friends on the internet making fun of a death
really, don't worry, Lizzie.
It will be back. Don't worry. Sorry.
I am not in the fucking mood. So 20 minutes. If you want to be a troll, you gotta have patience today because I ain't fucking dealing with your bullshit.
See, she's figuring it out.
My voice doesn't match my lips?
Your internet is shit. You know your internet is shit. And you're surprised that people are having a lag?
What does that even mean? If you actually like me, then you can subscribe and then chat in my chat.
And
you miss a lot of trolls, Floor. Oh. Well. My option's gone. I don't know what to say. Honestly, it's really annoying. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh, that's filters. I don't do filters. Yeah, guys, I don't have Wi-Fi. I can't control the connection. But
Cam, you always tell me because I might not be right.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm moving around a lot. It's my internet is having a problem because I'm moving around a lot. And you're like, that's not how it works. Well, it does. Hi, Tally.
Don't get your information.
Let's try moving over here.
Excuse me.
I might not be live for much longer anyway because I have to deal with life and go to work again tomorrow.
Yeah, like everybody else.
Let me know if this helps anything. God, I looked.
The dangling ankle will survive. And I hope your tiny human's dangling ankle is not, too nasty either. No, it's just, I don't know. I'm so uncoordinated at the moment. I keep on like falling down and twisting my ankle and stuff.
Let me check out that ankle. Is it swollen? Let me see.
Well, it's the
not her to show feet. Got her to show feet. Got him.
It's the opposite one to the knee that I fell on last week. Anyway, I'm not a fucking hypochondriac like Rosie, so I'm going to shut the fuck up because I'll live.
Look tired.
I will say that's relatable though. And hi, Wicked.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. Thank you, Amanda. I walked into work today and I got like 6 fucking compliments. Everyone was like, okay, Rosie. Maybe if you completely exit out of the app and or
I did think this dress looked nice on her, so it's a shame that it, I guess, no longer fits. We never see it.
website and re-enter, it might help. Thank you, Chris. I'm sorry, guys. I can't control my internet being out. I'm definitely going to be switching internet soon, so don't you worry. I'm going to look crazy. But whatever. You all see me much more uncouth and unkept on the internet. I will take care of myself tonight. Thank you. Everything you are saying makes sense. We can hear great. Yeah, that's true. At this point, we're a pixelated podcast, folks. Oh, wow. I look cuckoo. I'm low-key angry at that girl now. Yeah. And I have to work with her every day, dude. I have to work with this woman every day. Why do I always attract the difficult people? I really got.
You're the one who kicked her out of your car and dobbed on her to HR, you bitch.
Be careful when I say here. No one in my work knows my socials. Knows my social media stuff.
I don't believe you because you actually did a vlog with Moss, your coworker, the 19-year-old.
So y'all don't know where I work, and I'm not saying no names, so they can.
Roz, yeah, you know what, Roz? Oh yeah, I'm not saying their names. You're never gonna figure it out, Roz. You say so much that I think when this story was happening, me and Jenna figured it out. Really quick, we just went around Google Maps. Do you know that I never even had to Google Roz's
Hey, what up, everyone? Michael B. Petty here. I'm coming at you with an Amberlyn read. I don't know what we're in store for because I have a feeling her idea of what that means is very different than what a lot of other people mean. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what we got in store for us. I'm going to put money down and say they were probably going to go out to eat.
For crashing at the Dallas Air Base. But before we get into that, welcome back to Late Night Conspiracies, everybody. Let's get right to it. You don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe, but this video, because of our very first clip, well, let's get right to it. Put your seatbelts on and hide your kids, guys. Roll it.
Reducing population growth, that's this big benefit. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
In the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet because there's too many.
More of our
That's Kamala Harris!
children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
With too many people. We have global warming because too many people are using too much stuff.
Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people, That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now,
Yeah.
if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that working things that are
And I mean, you guys can be first to go. I'm just saying, man. Like, damn.
we just right into the bank. So in the next 5 to 10 years, for the next pandemic, we'll solve all those problems.
You say the next pandemic, there will be another pandemic.
Absolutely. We don't know when.
History teaches us that the next pandemic is a matter of when, not if.
We know what's next. We're going to have another major coronavirus pandemic before the end of this decade, before 2030.
If we really want to prevent the next pandemic, and there will be one, there will absolutely be an outbreak of another pandemic. It may be next year.
We need more money to plan for the second pandemic.
That's Joe Biden. Damn, that is crazy. They're talking about this. Holy, yo, when is GTA 6 coming out, man?
There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead.
We definitively will have to face other surprises, black swans, as they are called, and maybe different kinds of viruses.
More obvious that they are literally planning to subject us to this. When the first one gets proven more and more every day to have been a completely unnecessary event in the sense that it wasn't naturally occurring, it was being illegally funded and studied, and it only presented itself through either malicious intent or at the very least through extreme incompetence. They might as well just come out and say that they're planning a new one because the first one didn't go as well as they'd hoped. I really feel like they're going to have a much more difficult time getting people to go along with the second round, though. They probably shouldn't have waited so long. The cat's out of the bag now.
It's gonna be hard for people to trust if they're gonna say, yeah, stay at home, eat some bugs. Yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah, the first one, you know, in so many other countries, though, people were just chilling. I know there were also some bad cases as well, but in some countries, people were just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But here, I remember, bro, you cannot be outside. You know, I remember like they were showing it on TV on the news. The highways were completely empty because I believe after 8 p.m. there were curfews and all that. So yeah, they really created a whole lot of like widespread panic and all that. And yeah, now good luck with that. It's not gonna be as effective as unless the situation is really bad, you know?
Going to be willing to listen to their experts when they start warning about the dangers of a new spread. Everyone's just going to assume that they're lying to us again, even if they aren't.
You are about to watch Larry Ellison, who is worth, and I'm not joking, $369.6 million. He's about to own the largest percentage of media control ever in the...
Hey, man, can a brother get 2 pennies or something? Bro, what? You don't need 300? How many billions? You don't need that much. You don't need that much, man. You don't. You really.
And it's happening through his relationship with Trump and the new deep state. With this relationship, he's going to now control TikTok. Watch this. Say the quiet part out loud.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. Be consumed and used by the AI model. You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data, but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible to have in our country, and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform. So we provide context when we want to ask a question. We've provided that AI model with all the data they need to understand our.
I'll have a dedicated AI video. I think I would already, I should be already having that video out by the time this video goes up. So definitely check that out. If you already seen that AI video, AI attempted to delete a human. So yeah, man, we're cooked, bro. We really are cooked. And they are teaching the AI, hey, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't delete humans. Be friendly to humans. Shut down when we tell you to. What it does is it take it as a thread, and then it tries to delete the person that called for a shutdown. If you have not seen that video, it's on the channel. Definitely check it out. It's insane, man.
That's the big step. That's kind of the missing link. We need to unify all of the national data, put it into a database where it's easily consumable by the AI model, and then ask whatever question you like.
And the last thing he says, ask it whatever question you want. The question would be about you. Who is a threat to so-and-so?
If you ever seen that Captain America, was it like Winter Soldier? I believe it was Winter Soldier. Right towards the end, they do the AI thing and they try to detect who's $1981. The homie Zisgin, the homie Cody, the homie Scott. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the channel with the tips and all that. The super thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the generosity. Helps out a ton. All right, let's get back to the content here. Boo Boo, and we gotta get down to this Nellis Forest air like UFO crash too. Roll it.
Who's potentially going to commit this crime? Who is potentially this? It's called future crime prediction. It's really dangerous. It's completely unconstitutional to check these now.
This is certainly where they're trying to go with all of this, but it's not even going to be utilized in the way that they're trying to sell it. Does anyone honestly believe they're going to use this system to look for patterns that could expose real criminals? Of course not. They aren't trying to arrest all their friends. If they really cared about stopping crime, we wouldn't see the same story being repeated every other day, that some innocent bystander who had nothing to do with the accused gets brutally attacked because they let the same guy out of jail 17 times in a year. They just want
to... We saw that subway incident, right? Yep.
Look for patterns of those that are against their agenda. Then they'll use AI to fake evidence against them to convince the general public that they're getting real criminals off the street.
Yeah, age of deception. Truly, you cannot trust videos. Because can be altered with AI. And people are going to be jailbreaking, you know, that's the term, right? Jailbreaking AI to fake certain videos that are not allowed to fake, because there are certain things you cannot do with AI that is in the public. Because when you ask for, you ask the AI to do a certain type of video, the AI would be like, no, cannot do that, can't do that. But if you jailbreak it, guess what? You can do it. So yeah, we're going to get to that level too. So age of deception, man, the timeline of Antichrist, the Dajjal, right? AKA Dajjal, the Antichrist. So that's kind of like the timeline we're getting. It seems like that some would believe that we're already in, but it seems like that if this goes crazy, the AI I'm talking about, I guess we're really going to be in the age of deception for real though.
The street, and they'll have total control over their new cold population in no time. One thing that I think none of them are really taking into consideration though is that once they have all of these systems in place, there's going to be a struggle for who gets to hold that top position. They're all going to have this stuff turned against themselves. None of these people want to share authority. There's a 100% chance that there's going to be a constant power grab by all the powers that be until there's only one man left standing. It's pretty obvious these geniuses haven't considered that. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to drop your theories and your comments in the comments section down below.
Think about the AI training ability, the training data set. There's only so much you can do when you go through the third-party doctrine to get information, because the government's training its AI too. CIA came out stating that they have their own version of ChatGPT, their own AI large language model, and they have to train that on some data set. And so the government needs the largest data set possible. So this is why I think this is the secret boogeyman. They only can get so much from Google and Facebook. But if they just hit it to the...
They gotta have their own version of it. They gotta develop it in-house, and surely they are. And knowing CIA with MK Ultra, mind control, you mix in a little bit of that blue beam, right? Project Blue Beam. We did a video recently. Not sure if you guys saw that, but yeah, it's on the channel. Definitely check it out after when you have time. But yeah, you mix all of that in, couple that up with AI. That's a recipe of CIA.
The foundation. They just say straight to the ISP, and then they can segregate this to ethnicity, gender, region, religion, and then they're training. They're going to feed all this data to their large language model. This is the next layer to get to a minority report level.
And religion is a weapon. Now, don't be mistaken. I'm religious myself, and a lot of you probably are as well. Some of you are not, and that
Well, thank you guys for coming to my live stream today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to all my members, and thank you, Main Chick. I love you with all my heart. Thank you for the super sticker and everything. I really appreciate it. It's definitely not necessary, though. You don't have to give money. Just spend time with me, like the stream, and, you know, thank you. I love you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and make my Gypsy Rose videos because I accidentally erased them the last time. So I had to rewrite new ones. Okay, and I want to get those done for you guys so that you can see my beautiful face again. Oh, I love you so much.